I'm pleased to be able to present Andy Seaton from Universal Avionics. Andy, we got to know your folks a whole lot better last year when we were working with you here at AEA at the last convention, and of course the coverage of Colonel Tillman's speech, and then
yes.
Of course this year you brought up our good friend Dick Rattan.
Yes.
You guys have been such a great player within the AEA community, and especially giving so much to support AEA endeavors, and something we find very important to us, because frankly, after watching a bunch of associations kind of crumble away, it's so nice to see one that gets it right and has a community built around it that really supports it.
Yes, this is a very good industry, very good organization. It's a great time to get together, see everybody, all of your dealers, all of your, the people servicing your customers. It's just a great venue.
And of course, it's Vegas.
Yes.
That's never a bad thing.
And as you indicated, the weather is just phenomenal.
Oh man, hasn't it been?
Yes.
Before we get into, you had a great presentation yesterday, the new product introductions for Universal. Before we get into that, there are a number of companies up here. Everybody sees these big displays and these big names. Tell me a little bit about Universal Avionics, because the more, it's funny, I've worked with you folks for decades, off and on as a journalist, but talking with some of your folks and filling in, and Michelle talking about this and that, there's just more depth to this company than you can shake a stick at. It's really quite something.
Of course, Universal Avionics is known for their flight management system. That's our core, our founding principle there, and what we've continued to develop through the years. We have cockpit voice recorders. We've had cockpit voice recorders for quite a few years. And then our latest
really
version
pushing
of that,
the technology in that arena too, haven't you?
Yes. Our latest version of that, we added FDR capabilities as well. We also have a version with a built-in recorder independent power supply that we're very proud of as well.
Let's go over your announcements at MPI yesterday.
To start with, in the industry magazines, there's a couple of magazines that publish a product support survey every year. And we're proud to always finish up in the top section of those surveys. We really pride ourselves on our product support that we provide our customers and our dealers, and the relationships that we have with our customers and dealers. This year, we presented for the new product introduction a couple of tools, a couple of them software-based. For example, Flight Review. It allows an FMS operator or a dealer that's doing an install to collect information off of the flight management system. In our later software versions, SCN 1000.3 and higher, we added in the capability that the FMS is doing a background data recording of a bunch of the parameters that it takes in. We did this to help develop some other projects, but it became something that we thought would be useful for customers. They can go collect the data and run it through our flight review program, and they can see the whole flight. Actually, it records about 15 to 20 hours of previous data.
Okay.
So usually you can capture a few flights, and you can go back and see how it did. If you had a problem that keeps coming up, you can review it, see if it was something that you as a user was doing, or if you suspect that there's something wrong, then you can pass that off to our product support engineers, and they can further analyze it, and hopefully we can provide a solution. It's useful for doing reports, supporting flight test data for STC approvals and whatnot.
All right.
Our second product that we announced yesterday was the Flight Review 3.0. That's our ground support equipment to support the latest versions of the CVR, FDR. It's just a useful tool for troubleshooting, systems diagnostics, and data retrieval, audio, voice retrieval as well. And the most exciting announcement we had, in my opinion, is our flight review program. It's, in essence, an extended warranty program for the customers. If they have a lot of our equipment and they want to take the uncertainty out, then they can purchase the extended warranty when their units are outside of the basic warranty coverage. And they know for that year that they're covered.
And these are fixed price annual contracts, correct?
Yes, they are.
When it comes to budget, it sure is nice not to have surprises.
Yes.
Because God knows we're going to get surprises from Washington no matter what we want. So at least no surprises when it comes to warranty issues. Outstanding.
Yeah. We hear that from our customers a lot. They don't want to take a gamble.
No.
They don't want to have a big repair bill in the event that something happens. So if they can control that cost, they very much like to do that.
Can you talk about the process before you went ahead and announced these products, what it took, what it was that your customers were saying, and what you were learning, and how you adjusted all that to not only make it happen, but not lose your lunch?
Well, we had a lot of feedback from customers asking if we had a program. As you know,
So they were actually asking for this.
Some customers were, yeah. As you know, our competitors mostly have a similar program. The market's out there. We see the market. And then it's a matter of figuring out how we want to implement it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to just go do what everybody else is doing, because we want to figure out where the value is, and we want to provide that value to the customers. And we got a lot of feedback from several of our dealers. And then the other side of it is just a lot of data analysis. You just do a lot of number crunching just to make sure that what you put out there, as you said, doesn't come around and bite you.
At this point, what would you consider to be Universal's core competencies as far as technologies? Where do you feel Universal is most comfortable right now in quote-unquote ownership of the technology? Where do you think they lead?
Obviously our FMS. We're very much a flight management company.
Yeah.
It's pretty much our core product. We're very excited about our display technologies as well, and our retrofit capabilities with the display technologies. For example, our EFI 890 product, we have, in coordination with our dealers, that system has been installed on everything from an aircraft as small as a Cheyenne or a PC-12 up to aircraft as large as a 737, all in a retrofit application. So we're very excited about those products as well.
Well, Andy, we really appreciate your time. We're looking forward to seeing what comes next. I know you're working on a number of products. Your folks have been hinting broadly and telling me absolutely nothing, which to a journalist is kind of like candy little girl.
Yes.
So we're looking forward to seeing what comes down the pike, but more important, we really appreciate the contributions to the industry and the way you've been sharing yourself unselfishly with this community, and particularly helping support a lot of really great good works. And we thank you much.
Great, thank you.
Aero-TV's live coverage of the 56th Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show is brought to you in part by the following sponsors: